We are making a difference.
We are making a difference.
We are making a difference.
We are making a
It was
difference.
actually so fun when
We are making a difference.
We are making
a difference.
We are making a difference.
We are making a difference.
My name's Nuala Nazarko. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I work with the Match International Women's Fund. So the Match International Women's Fund focuses on women's rights and sustainable international development. We support projects that seek to dismantle barriers, challenge perceptions, and ultimately transform society for a more equal world. We work as a women's fund, and so our grants are provided to small women's organizations across the world, and we focus on holding ground and breaking ground for women's rights. So for 38 years, we've been a trailblazer for women's rights. With the support of Canadians from across the country, we've worked with 650 women's organizations in 71 countries. Our projects have focused on women's empowerment, so providing economic opportunities, increasing political participation, and protecting women from violence. So in 2013, we relaunched as the Match International Women's Fund as a more direct way to get money and resources into the hands of women's organizations working at the grassroots level. So we focus on holding ground and breaking ground for women's rights. Holding ground for us means maintaining the gains that women's rights have made over the years. So that might mean providing shelter or protection to women that have been abused or sexually assaulted and have nowhere else to turn. It means protecting the hard-won political gains that women have realized, ensuring that they know how to defend themselves and what their rights are. Breaking ground goes further. Breaking ground means challenging the status quo. So pushing for systems change that have oppressed women over the years. So this can be new approaches, new ideas, women taking new risks. So evidence clearly shows that it's women's rights organizations that are the most critical in bringing about sustained social change to improve the lives of women and girls. Yet it's these very organizations that lack funding. Approximately 90% of women's organizations cannot access funding from bilateral agencies, from international governments, or large international NGOs. This means that many women's organizations operate on a volunteer basis, month to month, and they're under the constant threat of being closed down, not being able to keep their lights on or their doors open. The Match International Women's Fund supports these women's organizations so that more resources and more funding can go directly to them, especially women's organizations in remote communities that don't have access to other types of funding. We work within a network of other women's organizations, so we're not recreating systems or processes. We're instead focusing specifically on the women working at the grassroots level. The project that we're funding in Malawi with the help from the Manitoba Council for International Cooperation is a great example of breaking ground for women through social innovation. So in rural parts of Malawi, girls can miss up to 25% of the school year simply because they don't have access to sanitary products. So there was a local women's group that came up with a great idea to produce and distribute affordable sanitary products that could be provided to women and girls in the community. This project has had a great impact. It's improved girls' attendance in school and their performance, which is fantastic because we know when girls have access to education, more opportunities are open to them down the road. So ultimately, this project shows the amazing things that can happen when women's voices are heard in the community. Well, I think we're talking about women's human rights, and we know they need to be upheld, and they're not being upheld in many places around the world. Evidence again shows that when women are empowered, so too are families and communities. So there's this spin-off effect. It means that when we give women power and resources, their communities and their countries as well can prosper. My name is Nuala Nazarko, and we are making a difference.